You're listening to the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast, episode number 37.
Welcome to the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast. Business advice so easy, you'll feel like you're cheating. And now your host, Amy Porterfield.
Hey there, Amy Porterfield here, and welcome to another edition of the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast. I'm truly happy you're here. It means a lot, so thanks so much for listening. Now, before we dive in, this is an Ask Amy episode, so I'm going to take a listener's question. But before we dive in, I have a huge confession to make that I'm feeling bad about this morning, but I just can't help it. Today, Cade, my son, went back to school, and I am really happy about that. Does that make me a horrible parent? Because it's really the truth. Here's the deal. This whole summer, he has been obsessed with Minecraft. And so he gets on the computer, and he loves to use my Mac for this. I don't know why. He thinks it's better than his other computer. So he gets on my Mac, and he plays Minecraft for hours if I let him. And he'll bring his friends over, and they're all on their own little laptops. And that's all they do. And I have to force him outside to go in the swimming pool of all things and go play. And he does that, and he enjoys it when I push him outside. But if he had his preference, he'd be on Minecraft 20 hours a day. It's crazy. So I'm hoping that the Minecraft obsession has ended. Now that school has started, cross your fingers for me, please. But I'm also glad to be back into a routine. I'm a routine kind of girl. So I am glad that we now have a specific schedule and that I have a little bit more alone time since I work from home. So there's my confession. If any of you parents can relate, hopefully you're not looking down on me right now thinking I'm terrible, but today is actually a good day. Anyways, so today is an Ask Amy episode where I take a listener's question and dive in with a great answer. And if you have a question, you can actually record one for me. I would love for you to record a question about Facebook, social media, online marketing, whatever you've got. I'd love to hear from you. So you can go to amyporterfield.com/askamy and leave me your question. Today's question is from Kathy, and I'll let you listen to it before I dive in.
Hi, Amy. It's Kathy Sachs. Question for you is, I have a Facebook friend profile, and I really want to switch it to a page so people can like me versus be friends with me. But I have somewhere between 5 and 700 friends, and I can't imagine how long it'll take me to get all those folks to like my page rather than being friends with me. What's your advice for someone who is switching over from friend Facebook to more business Facebook, and therefore want to change it to a business page? Thanks for your answer.
Okay, so this is a question I get asked a lot. But before I dive in, let's get on the same page with terminology for Facebook. So what Kathy is talking about is her profile, her account on Facebook where people request to be her friend. When you sign up for Facebook, this is initially what you are setting up, a profile. It's also called your personal profile, and there's a lot of other names for it, but let's just stick with profile. And then you also can create a Facebook page. Now, your page is open to anyone who wants to connect with you there. They don't have to request to be a fan or a friend. And you have the option to become a fan of a page, or you can just view a page without becoming a fan. A page is indexed by Google, which is a really good thing, so you can show up in search. And you can't run Facebook ads if you don't have a page. So in my opinion, you definitely want a profile and a page. Now, there are so many different ways that you can go about using your Facebook page and your profile for business. For me, I spend about 99.9% of my time on my page, meaning I actually rarely post on my profile. I might change that down the road, but it's really just been working for me where I teach Facebook marketing, so I really believe that you need to have a very active Facebook page in order to have a solid Facebook marketing plan. So that's why I put most of my focus there. Now that makes sense for me. However, for you, it might be different. So for those of you who have had a profile for a long time and you've built up a strong friend base there, you might want to spend equal time on both your profile and your Facebook page. Most people will say that they get much more engagement on their profile than they ever do on their page. And this actually might be true for you. That's why it might be a good idea to spend equal time on both your page and your profile. But I'll say that most people say they get more engagement on their profile because they're spending more time on their profile. If you spend more time on your page posting content, asking questions, answering questions, really engaging, over time you'll see that you'll get more engagement on your page as well. Remember, energy flows where energy goes. Now, before I actually dive into Kathy's question, I will answer one more question that often comes up when I talk about a profile and a page, and that is, can you post the same content on both? And you definitely can. I think that you might want to mix it up and don't post it on your profile and page at the exact same time, because those who are following both your page and profile might actually see those posts in their newsfeed right on top of each other. I've seen it happen many times. It's not a exact science that will happen, but it could happen. So what I like to do is mix things up where maybe in the morning I'll post about my podcast on my page, and then maybe that afternoon I'll post about it on my profile. But you can post the same information. What I tend to suggest is that on your profile, you want to be more personal. You want to post maybe more about your family vacations, and different things that are going on in your life on a personal side. And then once in a while, post about your business. On your Facebook page, also known as a business page, that's where most of the conversation can be around your brand and around your niche and business and all that good stuff, as long as you're offering value and not just promoting all the time. And then once in a while, throw in a little personal as well to connect with your audience on that level. It's so funny because every time I throw a little personal into my business page is when I get most of the engagement. So it's a good reminder to definitely show your human side regularly on your business page or your page, as much as, definitely do it on your profile as well. Just know that you probably have a really good mix of friends and possible prospects on your Facebook profile. That's why it is important that you mix things up a bit. Now, getting back to Kathy's question, she's asking, how do I actually get my Facebook friends on my profile to come over to my Facebook page? Now, the short answer is that there's no foolproof way to move your friends over to your fan page. There are a few things you can try, and I'll go over those things with you, but I want to encourage you not to spend too much time trying to move your friends over to your Facebook page. Instead, I would encourage you to spend more time on developing your page, the content, the engagement, your list growing strategy. All of that can be done on your page. So Kathy, I don't want you to spend too much time on this strategy, although I am going to give you some helpful tips to kind of get you started to make that transition. I understand that if you're growing a Facebook page, you want to build your fan base quickly. And it makes sense to start with the friends on your profile since they seem to have an interest in what you're posting. So I get the logic there. It's just that it doesn't happen as though we think it should. One thing you want to think about is this. Are those friends that you have on your profile genuinely interested in your business? Some of them likely are, but definitely not all of them are. So the thing is, one, most people won't make the effort to click like if you tell them, hey, I'm on my Facebook page now. If you post this on your profile, come over to my Facebook page. If that's all you post, likely most people aren't going to pay attention. In addition, some of them just aren't interested in hearing from you from a business perspective. So that's why I just want to caution you, likely on your profile, you have a mix of people that are friends or just want to know you personally and have no interest in what you're doing for business. So just remember that. So in my experience, moving friends to fans is a slow process that is rarely a raving success. So that's why I don't want you to spend too much time in this area. However, I will say it is worth an effort to give it a shot, do it, and then move on to bigger and better things, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment. So, however, I did promise you a few things that you can implement to build your new fan page with your existing friend base from your profile. So the first suggestion I have for you is make sure that you link your profile and your page. If you don't know how to do this already, I made you a short how-to video in the show notes. So you just go to amyporterfield.com/37, and I'm going to walk you through a quick video to show you how to link your profile and your page. So if somebody comes to your profile, they can easily click a link right there on that timeline and go over to your Facebook page and like it. There's a tricky part of this that it doesn't work for everybody, so I have to show you a quick workaround. So that's why I wanted to make you a how-to video to show you how to do that. But that's the number one thing that I think everybody should be doing, linking your profile to your page. Number 2, for about 2 weeks, I encourage you to start a campaign where you are actively promoting your page on your profile. What this means is that you're telling people that you are now posting regularly on your Facebook page about, you fill in the blank there, and that you would love for them to come over and become a fan. Tell them to click like though. Give them an action so that you can actually stay in touch with them in the newsfeed. Now, I will say that this tip number 2, starting this campaign to actively move people over, maybe every few days you want to post about your Facebook page on your profile, that's really not enough. You need to take it one step further and give them a reason why they should come over to your Facebook page. My good friend James Wedmore did this when he first created his Facebook page. I remember he was in my kitchen and we were setting up his Facebook page, which is crazy because this wasn't that long ago that he didn't have a Facebook page. So it's never too late to start because James has been in business forever, but he was using his profile a lot. But he wanted to use Facebook ads. So we started his Facebook page. He made a short video telling people, hey there, I finally jumped on the bandwagon. I have a Facebook page and I want you to come over because this is what I'm doing over there. And I think in the video, he talked about a free giveaway or some kind of freebie to get them to want to actually click the link, go to the Facebook page and click like. So I encourage you to take things to the next level, possibly think about a video. If you're not comfortable with that, at least do some kind of promotion or giveaway on your page for probably a series of 2 weeks just to get people to come over. You've got to give them a reason why. The thing is, most people are not going to pay attention if you just tell them to come over to your page. But if you tell them what's in it for them and you create a benefit, they'll pay attention. So I suggest giving away a book maybe related to your brand, or maybe a program or a product that you have. Something completely aligned with your brand so that the people that are interested in that giveaway are going to be genuine prospects for you. I always say giving away a shiny iPad is not the best idea sometimes because anybody would like the iPad, but not everybody would want my Facebook marketing program. But if they do, then they're a perfect fit for my audience. See how that works? So a giveaway is a great way to go that extra step and actually attract the friends on your profile that are genuinely interested in your business. Now, as I said, I would not spend too much time on any of these tips I just gave you. Create maybe your giveaway, a quick video, do that for about 2 weeks, and then move on from the strategy. If you have a Facebook page with less than 500 fans, I'm sure that you want to grow that Facebook fan base quickly. And if you want to do that and you try this friend strategy, moving the friends over to a profile, and let's say you maybe get 100 people to come over. Well, at that point, what I would encourage you to do is use Facebook like ads, and not for a long time and not for a lot of money either. I would spend maybe $100, $200 if you can afford that on Facebook like ads to grow your fan base. And usually you can get a fan for 50, 60 cents. That's not a promise. That's just kind of a good benchmark to look for. And use these like ads to attract quality fans to your Facebook page. I'll post in the show notes a like ad example just so you can see what I'm talking about in terms of what a like ad looks like. But you can set it up in the Power Editor or the Facebook ads dashboard. But a like ad basically is an ad in the newsfeed that has a button to like your Facebook page. I use them regularly when I want to boost in my fan base when I'm going to do a new promotion or campaign. I don't think you should spend a lot of money on it. I don't think you should spend a lot of time on that either, but it is worth, let's say, 2 weeks of trying out this strategy. I think once you get to 500 fans, that's a pretty solid audience. And from there, that's when I would shift gears. And what I mean by shifting gears is that at that point, I would stop focusing on growing your fan base and worrying about your friends coming over as your fan base and really focusing on turning fans into leads. Because turning fans into leads is what is most important in terms of your Facebook marketing plan. So again, once you have a strong following, let's say around 500 people, I would switch gears and start turning those fans into leads. I have a 7-step process. You might have heard me talk about it before. I pretty much only talk about this 7-step process when we're talking about Facebook and growing an email list. So I already went through all 7 steps in episode 28. So if you go to amyporterfield.com/28, one of my most popular podcast posts, you can learn more about all of these 7 steps. And I included a little free giveaway where I have a guide of each 7 steps and what's included. So that's episode 28 if you want to take things to the next level, because I don't want you spending too much time in this area of fan growth and friends and fans and all that good stuff. There's more powerful things you can do on Facebook, even with a small fan base. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Kathy, for your excellent question, and I hope you found my response valuable. Again, everything I talked about in the show, including the how-to video to link your profile to your page and that image of the like ad, can be found at amyporterfield.com/37, just the number 37. And I have one more quick little free giveaway. I'm full of freebies today, I think. So one more quick little giveaway. And I wanted to tell you the most popular questions I get asked most often are about which tools do I use and which resources do I use to grow my online business. Because there's definitely some tools I couldn't live without in terms of growing my email list and getting more traffic to my website and building up my presence and my impact online. So because you took the time to listen to my podcast, and hopefully you're a fan of the podcast and you come back regularly, I wanted to kind of pay it forward and give you a great free resource. I've been working on it for a while now. This is the first time I've mentioned it, and it's free, of course. And you can go to amyporterfield.com/tools, just TOOLS, and you can get this free copy where I pretty much give you a comprehensive list of all the tools that I use regularly to grow my online business and keep it operating. And I have a pretty small budget I use in terms of running my business, so these things aren't very expensive. And if you know me at all, you know I'm not really a techie kind of girl, so they're not that complicated either. Some of them are a little bit more than others, but I like to keep things pretty simple and streamlined. So you'll find some great resources in that document, amyporterfield.com/tools. So there you have it. I've gone through a lot of links and resources and freebies and all that stuff in this episode. So don't worry if you're confused at all. Every single thing I've mentioned can be found at amyporterfield.com/37. You'll get all the links that you need, all the images, videos, everything there. Thank you so much for listening. I am delighted that you're here, and I cannot wait to talk to you again soon. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast at www.amyporterfield.com.